So it's the second full day of this winter retreat, and in previous sessions, yesterday and the evening before, we have in detail gone through a number of important basics about practice. We've covered knowing awareness, or Rigpa. We've covered 4 ways of relaxing yesterday, and bodhicitta. And then we finished last night with darshans, or Guru Yoga sessions of 4 great Dzogchen masters. And what I had in mind to begin our day today is to continue a little bit with the topic of relaxation. So I will lead a practice of relaxing the body in 40 parts, 40 parts. So the body split in smaller sections, 40 of them. And this time we will do this with a mantra. So kind of a tantric version of a relaxation sequence. The same sequence of 40 body parts can be done without the mantra also. So then it would become like a simple relaxation mindfulness exercise. But I want to take this tantric element of mantra and blessings of Satguru Agastya to do this now. So I was just speaking about Agastya, his wide influence on both Hindu and Buddhist traditions and cultures. Also, he is considered the, one of the founders of physical yogas and even martial arts, ancient Indian martial arts and wrestling. There are texts about medicine, natural medicine, architecture, and all kinds of things are attributed to him. But in my, I don't think about those things that much. My view of Agastya comes mainly from his blessings, his living blessings, him being with me and living with me, being together, but also from my past life memories. I haven't talked about my past life memories because then I would also speak about my past lives, and it's something that, at least at this point, I don't want to do. But it will suffice to say that I have lived with him, and most of the Mahasiddhas in the Mahasiddha family, I have known them personally and practiced with them personally in previous lives, many previous lives. So my view comes from those past life memories, as well as the transmissions and teachings that I've received from Agastya and others in this life. And what is, of course, most important, it's good to remind us that who we are dealing with. We can read the books like I recommended to you and think about, Agastya being so widely celebrated in all 3 main religions within Hinduism. It means that he has been venerated, has had his spiritual influence has showered his blessings on billions and billions of Hindus for thousands and thousands of years. Think about that. Think about who is capable of doing that, who has such an influence over such a long period of time that his granite statues are in thousands and thousands and thousands of bigger and small temples all over Indian continent and even in other countries. This is somebody who has real importance and significance. And this is who we are turning to for blessings. This is Agastya is the one who has given most of the so-called Amrita deities to Amrita Mandala, which are the deities, the tantric archetypes of the path of healing and light. He has given other practices also. So this is who we are talking about. In my view and according to my memory, Agastya is the, if I had to choose one Mahasiddha over all of them, it would be Agastya, because he was he was the engine of the world spirituality, of world dharma. The first engine to make things happen, to make things move on this planet. Here I'm not, this is kind of a bit difficult for me to talk about because I don't want to talk about too high-flying things. I want to keep things really down to earth so that nobody misunderstands. If I spoke about so-called high-flying things, I would still speak with my feet on the ground. But the problem with these things is that somebody will misunderstand. Some of you might misunderstand, and I want to avoid that. I don't want you to be turned off or turned away from Amrita Mandala and these teachings because you get scared or confused or troubled by something, I could say. This is why I have really never spoken about these things except to perhaps one or two of my close students in private setting. But when I say that in my view and in my experience he's the original engine of world dharma, world spirituality, in terms of time we go back hundreds of thousands of years, and that kind of time frame. And if that sounds too high-flying to somebody, you can always remind yourself that, he's had that influence. Thinking about, there are these great Hindu temples, Hindu cathedrals that are 15,000 years old. They're still up, still existing. And then there's Agastya statue or Tirumular statue or there. Okay. So, beloved Agastya, my Guru, my Gurudev, my beloved Master, please shower us with your blessings. Take us by the hand. Accept our invitation, please. A simple prayer, but sincerely said, coming from the heart, and it moves mountains. When you say a prayer, then receive the blessing with your body, with your heart, with your energy. Welcome him. Welcome Agastya. Welcome the Guru. It's like when you are sunbathing, you want to get all of the sun, all of the light and warmth of the sun into your body. Same here. Not passively sitting, kind of minding our own business, but open to Agastya's blessings, Agastya's presence. Open for his gifts, his healing gift, his awakening gift, the most precious of gifts. And when you have that kind of love, devotion, openness, it is the same as doing prostrations in front of the Guru, adorning him with garlands, adorning him with flowers, or offering some gifts, washing his feet. It's the same. We are just doing this in a very direct and simple manner. So now that we have felt, we are feeling Agastya's presence with us, we are not imagining it. How could you imagine this blessing that we are feeling? So it is something, this blessing of Agastya or other masters or God, it is something that we actually feel. It is real. Something happens. It is not something we imagine or something that we fantasize or hope. It is something that we experience. And in this very experience of the blessings, of the charge, downpouring of Shakti, spiritual power, downpouring of grace, Kripa, that's where the path of Tantra is. This is the heart and soul of Tantric Yoga. This very experience that we are having, mingling with it, returning to it again and again and again, returning to this stream, this river of pure blessings. And this is very important, that the blessings are pure, that they are given by fully enlightened Master, fully enlightened Satguru, that they are not given by some quacks, somebody who has some questionable qualities or engages in questionable actions. This is very important. So it is an immense blessing to have the connection and for you to have the karma, preconditions to be in this situation, to practice with pure masters, real masters, instead of some questionable figures. Incredibly precious and rare. All right, so a long and winding introduction to this relaxation sequence. So, like I said, we will go through the body in 40 parts, and we will say the one mantra, Om Amrita Agastya Namaha, silently in the mind, in each of the parts that I say aloud. So place your mind, place your attention at the left foot, left toes, left foot, and left ankle, and feel that area for a moment. For a few seconds, feel left foot and left ankle, and then chant Om Amrita Agastya Namaha in that area one time, silently in your mind. And when you say the mantra, then feel the echoing, the vibrations of the mantra in the left foot and in left ankle. For a moment, again few seconds. Now, right foot and right ankle, including toes. Feel few seconds, and then silently in your mind chant like this. Om Amrita Agastya Namaha. And then feel the ego echoing the energy of the mantra, the Shakti of the mantra, there in the right foot and ankle. Next, left lower leg above the ankle, all the way up, including the knee. So left lower leg and left knee. And mantra. Feeling, listening, the echo, the resonance, and then right lower leg and right knee. Feel, get a feel of that area, that space, that cavity, and then chant mantra there, and then feel it a bit. Next, left thigh and left hip joint, area of the hip joint. and then right thigh and right hip joint. Then left buttock. Left buttock between the hip joint, butt crack, extending to the pelvic floor and inside the left buttock. Same with right buttock. And then moving on to the pelvic floor and genitals. Feel the area and then chant the mantra and then again feel. Then let's move up above the genitals to the lower belly. So the area at the lowest belly below the navel, the area between the navel and where the belt of the pants is, you know, that area down to the genital area and extending to the sides, to the thighs, and also the lowest part of the sides, including the intestines inside. And then the same height in the back, so the level of the navel and below it, so the lowest back reaching down to the buttocks and the lowest part of the sides, including the insides of the lower back, including the spine. Then we come back to the front, so the area from navel to solar plexus in the midsection. That area also reaching to the sides and inside of the belly, inside of solar plexus. And then at the same level in the back, navel level, solar plexus level, in the spine, in the back muscles, in the organs inside. Then coming back to the front, so between solar plexus and throat, all this chest area, including armpits in the side, and then the space, the organs inside the chest. And then again, the upper back, above the solar plexus level, yet below the neck, in the back, both shoulder blades and inside the shoulder blades, and the armpits and insides of the upper back. Satguru's mantra beautifully enlivening, making those areas alive, healing, charging. And then let's jump to the left hand and fingers of the left hand and the left wrist. Feel the area and let mantra echo, the singing of the mantra echo in that space. Permeate that space. Then right hand, fingers of the right hand and right wrist. And then left lower arm, including left elbow. Right lower arm and right elbow. Left upper arm and left shoulder. Right upper arm and right shoulder. And then the area between the root of the neck and left shoulder. That's where the trapezius muscle is. When you have a backpack on your back, that's where the what do you call it? Strap goes over this upper part between root of the neck and shoulder joint. Then the same on the right side, between root of the neck and right shoulder. Then place your attention in the throat area, from the pit of the throat to the jaws, the front of the throat. Same mantra there. Then on the left side of the neck, throat, left side. And right side. And then the long neck muscles from the root of the neck all the way up to the edge of the skull. And then feel the whole area of the mouth. Teeth, gums, tongue, cheeks, lips. And chant mantra there. Then place your attention at your nose, from the tip of the nose to the insides of the nose and nostrils, the skin of the nostrils. Same mantra there. And then place attention at the left eye, eyeball, surrounding muscles, muscles behind the left eye. And then the same thing at the right eye. And then the whole area of the forehead, including eyebrows and the forehead, to the hairline and at the temples on left and right. Then the left temple, on the skin inside the temple, right temple. And then the left ear, the outer ear, as well as the inner cavity, the cavity of the ear. And then right ear. Then place your attention at the back of the head, the farthest point of the skull and the area around that point, the back of the head. And then place your attention on the skull and skin over the left hemisphere of the brain. So the left side from forehead all the way over the skull to the back of the head, saying mantra there on the skin, in bone and in brain inside. And same thing in and over the right hemisphere of brain, in the scalp, in skull and inside. And finally, the last one, place your attention on top of the head at the crown and chant Agastya's mantra there. And feel how it echoes into the whole body. You can say the mantra a few times at the crown. After that, just enjoy, relax, surrender. Stay in tune with Agastya. Let's lie down for some time.